Hey, welcome to another lesson of learning Japanese, and today we are going to cover how to say from blank to blank, or otherwise interpretable as from blank until blank. And what that basically means is that this grammar construct is usable for both measures of time and space. So basically we're going to learn how to express how long something took to happen, or how far somebody went to do something, and every such thing like that. And to do that, we are going to employ the usage of two Japanese particles, and those two particles are in chronological order: kara and made. And kara basically means from, and made basically means until. So it's very similar to the English usage in that when you say from 8 till or until 12, in Japanese you're gonna say 8時から12時まで, and that is from 8 to 12 as well. So since we're already talking about time, we're gonna start with our first of the two examples dealing with time. For our first example, we have 私は今日9時から3時までクラスがあります. And what does that mean? We're gonna break it down word by word right now. So first we have 私は, and basically this is marking the topic of the sentence, and the topic is basically you or your business basically, and we follow that with kyo, which means today. So basically the sentence is going to be centered on you today, what you're doing today, your plans for today. Then we have kyuuji, which is 9 o'clock. We have kara, which is from, so from 9 o'clock. Then we have sanji, which is 3 o'clock. Then we have sanji made, which is until 3. So if we connect the two time increments, we have from 9 until 3. In this sentence, we don't specify the AM and the PM for 9 and 3 respectively, but if we wanted to do that, we would use gozen, which is AM, and we would use gogo for PM. And the gozen and the gogo go before the actual numbers if you use them in the sentence. So it would be gozen 9時からgogo 3時まで. Yeah, so back to the sentence. Right after まで we have クラスがあります, and that means I have class. So altogether it is today I have class from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And it's really simple, just like that. The sentence isn't any more difficult than the sentences that we have covered in previous lessons. It's just the simple implementation of the two particles that mean kara and no, not kara, that mean from and until respectively, and those two are once again kara and made. Alright, now we jump from time to space, and we are going to use kara and made once again, and it's pretty much the same thing, but this time it means from and to instead of until, because until is used strictly for time measurements, I'm pretty sure. So for our example for space, we are gonna say Kisha wa Californiaからニューヨークまで行きます. What does that mean? Well, let's break it down. The first word we have is Kisha, which is train. So Kisha is the topic of the sentence. California is California, a state in the United States of America. California kara, so from California. Then we have New York, which is another place in the United States of America. New York made, so from California to New York. Ikimasu, and ikimasu is the must form of to go, iku. So altogether we have the train goes from California to New York. That's really cool of it to do that, because that's quite a trip. So that's a really simple sentence. It's simple, but it gives us an important tidbit of information, because you might notice that even though we have locations for the verb that is being used in the sentence, we don't have the locational marker ni, which is discussed in a previous video, so go watch that if you haven't yet, or unless you already know. But so ni is a locational marker, but in this sentence we drop the ni as the particle because we have the made there already, and we don't want to to use two particles for the same modified word or location, basically. That's just a convention. You drop the ni when it can be replaced by the made. Do not think that just because there's two particles, you have to drop one of them in every single grammatical case in the Japanese language. That's not true. In this case, we do drop it. So yeah, that's using kara and made in a spatial example to express that. With that, we've covered both time and space in a matter of a few minutes. So yeah, feel free to keep using the grammar construct. It should be relatively easy to just ingrain in your mind, basically, because it's a literal translation of two English particles. And that's it for this lesson.